Okay, so now I'm still on GB News. I never bother with this channel, but this these past 2 weeks I've been back into this Harry Meghan royal family mode. Partly because there's a 2 week holiday in France for first of all, and second of all, it's like the winter holidays. Everybody's gone skiing mm, in the Alps, and so it's definitely a downtime, but also everything sort of just exploded after Harry and Meghan went to Whistler, Canada, and Vancouver, looking just so glorious, so glorious. Oh my gosh. So I'm just like, maybe I need to. And then, of course, I find that my videos get a little bit more, maybe even a lot more engagement when I talk about Meghan and Harry. So I think most of the people who come to my channel don't care about Paris. They don't. They want to hear about Meghan and Harry. And so I have to find a way to blend the two a little bit more seamlessly, so that I can talk about Paris and share Paris with those people who are interested. But at the same time, I can you know talk a little bit more about Meghan and Harry, especially at like times like now when things are going on with them and also with the extended royal family. So in this one, Prince William attended the BAFTAs alone, and as the Queen, as Princess Kate recovers. Sorry, I'm having my tea as I speak. And so Iman Holmes, who is he? You guys probably know that better than me, especially if you're Sussex Squad. I have no idea who Iman Holmes is. Is he? What has he said about Meghan and Harry? I shake in my boots to know what he has said. But apparently, he has expressed concern for Prince William after the royal attended the BAFTA awards ceremony alone on Sunday evening. He wasn't alone. He was sitting next to Kate Blanchett. And I think that Kate Blanchett is a good friend of his, and they look very cozy together. And it's not the first time that I thought, they look rather cozy together, right? So he was not alone. He was with who he was supposed to be with. It's not an accident that they were sitting right next to each other, in my opinion. That was, determined ahead of time. And so he was not alone. He was without his wife, that's true, but he was not alone. But that said, there's mounting pressure on the prince following the prince cancer. Then postponed. I mean, pressure of what? I mean, the pressure is self inflicted because he can have his brother's help, but he apparently doesn't want it. Defiant appearance. So William made a defiant appearance at the glitzy event at the Royal Festival Hall, which a royal normally attends with his wife, the princess. His wife, the princess. Okay. Um, he's aging. He's aging, but it's okay. It's okay for him to age. He's not a boy anymore, and it happened so quickly. I remember him as a boy. Oh my God, I remember him and Harry as boys. How quickly that's all changed. But he's definitely now not a boy. He's got the face of a man, and that's okay. That's a positive, I think, for William. Okay, because I just said in my past the video right before this one that he's a hypocrite, and I stand by it. He's a bloody hypocrite. But it doesn't mean that I hate him. I don't hate him. It's just I'm telling him the truth. Maybe he doesn't know he's a hypocrite, and maybe he can change. Okay. Um, into this fighting is Israel. This is what just drove me totally through the ceiling with that hypocrisy. Okay. Now, Eamon Holmes said that the prince did not look happy at Sunday's award show, and seemed as though he didn't want to be there. And Angela Levin said that the prince looked lonely, but defended the huge effort he made in attending. And Angela Levin went on to say, Whereas Harry, whereas Harry, you can tell a mile off what Harry's thinking. You can tell a mile off what Harry's thinking. So he's done very well for that. So William So she says William didn't want to pass on the BAFTAs. He doesn't want his personal feelings. He doesn't use his personal feelings publicly. He doesn't use his personal feelings publicly. That's bizarre. How do you use your personal feelings? Whereas Harry, you can tell a mile off what Harry is thinking. So he's done very well there. What is she talking about? When was she be when was she be able I can't even speak. When was this woman able to tell what Harry was thinking? From a mile off, no less. What is she talking about? When was she able to tell what Harry was thinking? Oh my God. I can't analyze it. He's obviously very worried about Kate, and he's got a lot of pressure there. He's a man with massive pressure for his father, for his wife, making sure the children are all right, and now has taken on the Middle East. Ewan was in agreement, admitting, I think he's very worried about her, but we hope she's well and that she gets well soon. Wow, so William is very worried about Kate, so he goes off to some useless, and I say this with all due respect, outing to the Baptist. His presence was not needed. And I think every single person at that award ceremony would have respected William more if he had issued a statement saying that because of his wife's illness and because he's worried about his wife and because he's taking care of his wife and because he wants her to get well soon, he will not be attending this event this year, and that him and Kate will be there, with God willing, next year. He would have gotten a standing ovation for that. So this notion that, oh, he was there because he's not Harry, and you can't tell what he's thinking, but you can tell what Harry's thinking a mile off, and he's there despite being worried about Kate. It's just, for me, it's not jiving, right? It's not jiving. It's not jiving. I think there's a better way that he could have shown his concern for his wife, and that is to remain at her side, right? To not go to inconsequential public outings to prove what? That your wife comes first, so therefore you do this while she's so sick she can't even wave her hand for the past 2 months. It's just ridiculous. It's just absolutely ridiculous. Right? And so, but it's interesting that these people are admitting that William, all is not well, Even Piers Morgan apparently came out and said that William, he had something about William and alcohol when William was little. I don't want to misquote him. At a time when people are speculating that William appeared in public intoxicated and inebriated just recently. Piers comes out with that. With friends like that, who needs enemies, right? But yeah, something is off with William. And, this is sort of like pivot to Gaza and Israel. What in the name? Isn't his platform homelessness? In England, this was his big platform and the Earthshot Prize. And suddenly he interjects himself into Gaza and Israel while his wife is on her bed surrounded by her 4 friends and 2 Filipino nurses. This doesn't make any sense. And then Angela Levin is going to try to say, well, he's doing it because he's not Harry, and he keeps his emotions what? He keeps his emotions what? Numbed to the anyway, I'm not even going to say it. Well, I do think the color green is associated. I shouldn't say that.